It's 77-70, 9 minutes, 11 seconds left on the clock. Nebraska out to their largest lead. Bryce Sanford has a new career high in points. His previous was 22 that he set on November 7th of 2024 against Southern. He now has 24 points.
Oklahoma has put Nebraska into the bonus now. They have hit that 7 foul mark. Huskers only have 3 to this point, which is a massive cleanup from where they were in the first half, where they were fouling left and right.
Sanford checks out. Jamarcus Lawrence puts the first free throw through. It is bonus situation. Lawrence was 2 for 4 coming into this game. Now perfect tonight. 78-70, a chance to extend the lead to 9 with a free throw here. Mast and Buchtengel down there to rebound. And it will be Buchtengel cleaning up loose change, but he can't make the shot. It falls into the hands of Tay Davis. Now Oklahoma with Pack going up the floor. Davis moving to the top of the key. Forsythe gets a screen from Davis, looking on the roll, doesn't have it. Wonkwo into the corner, Pack. Jacobson forcing him baseline. Now he's going to step back. A long J is good. That's a tough shot by a veteran guard. 78-72. Lawrence over towards his bench. Now he cuts to the middle of the floor, top of the key. Jacobson being guarded closely by Pack. Now Buchtengel looking inside for Mast, doesn't have him. Lawrence gets a screen from both Buchtengel and Mast and now resets. 12 on the shot clock. Lawrence just going to step back, pull up with 10 on the clock, no good. Rebound fought for, Jacobson has it. Nebraska resets, Sam Hoiberg, 3 on the way, off the mark. Unable to draw iron, it's 78-72. 8 minutes, 24 seconds left. Nebraska fans trying to laugh off the air ball as checking back into the game is Xavier Brown. And also Koala Talk.
Brown definitely needed the rest. He's been playing really hard all night tonight. 18 points from 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. 2 boards, 3 assists. Also 2 costly turnovers for him. Wonkwo, passes it in to Nigel Pack, who brings it across the timeline up near the scorer's table. Working against Jamarcus Lawrence. Now he's against Sam Hoiberg. Jumps in the air and nearly turns it over. Brown cleans up loose change. Pack, top of the key. Crosses over, loses the basketball. And now a talk, gives it back to Pack. Now Brown, way away from the three-point arc, thought about a 3. Instead, he'll try to drive. Now he kicks it into the near corner. A talk, 3 on the way, good. He is tall, but he has not made his presence made in the post. He has got 2 threes today. It's a 3-point game. 78-75, under 8 to go. Hoiberg driving into the lane, left side, fighting against Davis. Now Mast over on the perimeter. In front of his bench, backing down Wonkwo. Steps through, puts it in. 80-75. Rink Mast getting up there. Now he's at 20 points today. Brown splits 2 defenders, drives to the lane, now kicks it out. Pack gets a man to jump. Hoiberg, step back by Pack. The 3 off the glass and in. 2-point game, 80-78. Oklahoma's got an answer for every Nebraska basket. Jacobson picks up his dribble, now to Mash at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Jacobson behind the back pass. Jacobson, 3-ball on the way. Nifty play, good! 83-78. Brown trying to slow things down for Oklahoma. Find themselves trailing. Nearly loses the basketball with the left hand. A talk. Now to Pack in the near corner. Kicks it out. Step back again. This one's off the back of the rim. Rebound Sam Hoiberg. 6:40 to go in the game. Jamarcus Lawrence says slow it down. In front of his coach, Fred Hoiberg. Now on the wing. Steps back all alone. The 3. There it is. 86-78. Timeout, Porter Mosier. Some defensive changes as well. Rhett Stokes is in the game. He's playing second base. And then Jet Buck moves to Mike and Miller's spot in left field. Try to keep Buck's bat in the lineup, so he moves out to the outfield. First pitch here from Jay Sean Unger at 95. A little bit high and away for ball number 1. Landon Fry so far today is 0 for 3. Scored in the 6th inning after reaching on his most recent fielder's choice. Upstairs again, 2-0. Flew out to right back in the 2nd and then reached on that first fielder's choice in the 4th, but the inning ended there as the putout was made at 2nd.
And for both these teams in the bullpen, it's about giving yourselves a competitive pitch, and gets a big swing and a miss there, but it's a lot about these competitive pitches, and it hasn't always been the case. Jason Unger is someone who's come in and been able to throw pretty competitively, but that's what both teams want in the bullpen, and they necessarily haven't found it so far. That's why both teams has seen 4 different pitchers come in.
2-1. That one catches the bottom half of the zone, and that makes it 2-2. You look at the whip for Jay Sean, 130. Could be lower, but not as bad as it could be. 2-2. This one on the ground over to third. Overbeek tries to pick that one before it hits the ground. Strong throw across, and that is out number 1.
And how close that was. Overbeek, it slipped his hand. Not the first time we've seen that. Because that was low down there. Able to pick it up, but look at the power to throw it all the way across from third to first.
Strong arm from Overbeek as he kind of let the ball play him there. Now we're going to go to a replay review as Jeff Mercer says, take a look and see who won the race, the baseball or the batter. Third review tonight. 2 of them have been requested by Nebraska. They've lost both of them, and so they are out. Indiana using their first of 2 challenges. And Overbeek, again, really let that ball kind of play him as we almost immediately have an answer from our umpiring crew. Mark Hutchinson will give us the signal, and he is out. Overbeek able to send a frozen rope across the diamond. Take one more look at it here, and the ball just barely getting there ahead of the batter, and now it looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter, another change in the 9 spot, as Mateo Noto will get a pinch hit at bat. Tenever came in the 6th, and then Kraus pinch ran for him. And so now here's Mateo Noto, freshman infielder from Brooklyn. First pitch upstairs as Jeff Mercer tries to play the matchup game here. Noto, a 100 batting average. 1 run, 1 hit on the season. Unger fires one in there at 94 to even the count 1-1.
Like you're saying earlier before, Harmon, you know, he's a freshman, and it just shows it doesn't matter if it's the people that's in the starting lineup or the people that come in later. These players are young, but they're ready to go. And in this competitive game, he can kind of be the hero here.
Breaking ball there, 2-1. Noto, one of 3 players from the state of New York, one of 2 from Poly Prep. 2-1 is lined over to Dylan Carey, who snags it on its way to the outfield. And that is a hard out number 2.
And that one had a pretty ping to it. Popped up, but just able to get over there. Dylan Carey had to make the athletic play and jump at it and was able to haul that one in. So we're going to get a good look at that one here.
Hot shot right off the bat of Noto, who was high school teammates with the guy who hit in that same spot ahead of him, Tenever. As now we go back to the top of the order with Will Moore taking strike number 1. Will Moore, all Big Ten freshman last year at third. As this pitch bounces in. Broke the Indiana baseball season hit by pitch record last year with 17 of them. Has not been hit yet today, but he was walked in the 6th. 1-1 from Unger. Off the inside of the hands and sent the opposite way foul.
You know, I don't think a player wants to get hit. And I guess leading that stat, you know, you look at it and make, oh yeah, he led that stat. Well, then you look at the stat and see what it is, and it's hit by a pitch. But again, he's a team player. He knows that gets you on base.
2-2, tapped very slowly out towards Unger. Fielding his position, throws on to first, and it's a clean 1-2-3-8 for Jay-Sean Unger. Morgan Perkins in the game now for A&M. First touch by Helmuth in the back on the serve by Jackson. Now here's Stowers, gets it back up to Helmuth, block back. Middle, sets it up on the bump. Here's Andy Jackson in the back row, back on A&M's side. Libero Underwood now to Walk. Here's a swing by Helmuth. This is blocked back, kept alive by A&M. Walk goes back to Helmuth. Repeat rule, gets it through the block. A&M with the kill 10-4 as the Aggies trail by 6.
A&M able to visualize Nebraska's side of the court. When you have a middle blocker in the back row, you have to utilize that. Andy Jackson just isn't your average back row player this deep in the tournament, so you have to take that to your advantage.
Laney Choboy back in now as Jackson's service run ends. Served by Helmuth. Targets Choboy. It's out of bounds and an ace for the Aggies. 10-5. A&M cuts it in half.
A&M has over an ace per set, 138 aces on this season. Great serving team overall, obviously, as they're able to get it off Choboy.
Helmuth picks up ace number 11. She serves again, and this one's long. So after ace number 11, she picks up service error number 37. Didn't even give Choboy a chance as Mauk checks back out, and Virginia Adriano is back in the front row for Bergen Riley's serve. Riley last year was the number 1 server for Nebraska. Now she's towards the back end of the rotation, trying to solidify that. Helmuth gets it up to Walk. Now a big swing on the outside by Stowers. Block back still on A&M's side. Helmuth now gets it back to Stowers. Joust at the net. It falls in front of Riley in the back row. Kill by Stowers. It's 11-6. A&M back with the serve.
Walk with the set there. Just a little bit tight to the net. Too close. So Aggies were able to push that over. Nebraska's block just wasn't able to deflect that.
Tatum Thomas checks in to serve for her libero counterpart, Ava Underwood. A&M going with 2 liberos. Libero on liberos. Choboy gets it up to Riley. It goes over on the A&M side. Bump set in the back by Thomas. And now we're going to get a swing over by Stowers. Kept up initially by Murray, but it finds the floor. Kendall Stowers, back-to-back kills. She's got 3 now. It's 11-7. A&M clawing back.
Yes, 3 kills off 4 attempts. Stowers coming out strong so far. We didn't mention her a whole lot pre-game, but she's coming out very well.
Thomas again to serve. Choboy this time gets it up to Riley successfully. Going to the outside. This is Taylor Landfair, just pushes it across. Thomas, second touch. Stowers with the swing off the bump set. The corner right in front of Nebraska's bench. A&M on a little run here. 3 points in a row, 11-8. Nebraska still leads.
And why not keep going back to Stowers if she's going to get kill after kill after kill? Why not keep going back to her? She's doing phenomenal against this Nebraska defense.
4 kills already after 17 last time out. Choboy gets the serve up to Riley on the slide. Rebecca Alec gets it through the block. Nebraska ends the run 12-8. They lead by 4.
Rebecca Alec with the slide. Again, you don't see that out of Alec from the middle, but her last time playing in the Bob, why not try something new to stop the run that Texas A&M was on?
Treya Sigler back into the game to serve. She checks in and serves it promptly into the net right in front of midcourt. 12-9. A&M gets the serve back. They trail by 3. And that'll get us back to rotation 1 for A&M with Maddie Walk.
Ziegler has 15 aces on the season. That makes her 17th service error.
Left-handed serve by Walk. Ziegler gets it up to Alec in the middle, just lightly taps it over, loaded up like a cannon, and then just tipped it across like a feather. 13-9. Rebecca Alec checks out excited.
Aggies had no idea that was coming from. They were all down low, prepared in the back, expecting the Alec kill. She just tips it over the net right where the donut is.
Now Nebraska back to their first server, Laney Choboy. Wearing the red libero's uniform on the end, serves it from left to right. Walk gets the pass up from Applegate, and there's a big swing by Kendall Stowers on the near pin. 13-10, A&M trails by 3, but they've got some life. The fans here inside the Paycom Center this Saturday night were treated to a nail-biter of a basketball game, but it was the Nebraska Cornhuskers who came away with this one 74-72 in the final seconds over the Vanderbilt Commodores to advance to their first Sweet 16 in program history. There were a lot of contributors in this one, but it was Braden Frager with 2.2 seconds left who nailed the dagger at the rim for the Huskers.
I mean, I knew everybody in the whole gym, like players, fans, everyone included, had their eyes all on Price. So, I mean, I knew I had open lane. When the whole team just ran towards him, I just screaming for the ball, and I just took it from him, and I just went downhill.
Like, the kid is just so unbelievably talented, and it continues to get better. And that was just a little bit of a culmination of everything for Braden. He gets a big 3 with, I don't know if it was 4 or 5 minutes left, and then gets downhill and just makes a game winner. Like, what a moment for a redshirt freshman, and he's going to have so many more in a Husker uniform.
Nebraska found themselves trailing inside that last media timeout, and it was a physical game all the way through,
But Nebraska fans will party hard here in the streets in Oklahoma City before a couple of days off as they will head down to Houston to the Toyota Center to take on the winner of Florida or Iowa, setting up a potential rematch for the third time this year with the Hawkeyes for the Cornhuskers. That game is tomorrow afternoon, and the Huskers will play on either Thursday or Friday of next week down in Houston. Here at the Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City, I'm Harmon Johnsen, Nebraska Nightly Sports.